Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the very first ever Real Talk with Coach Tara, and I'm super excited to have you all with me. I'm waiting for one or two people to join the panel. So, in the meantime, I'm just going to say now's the perfect time to go grab yourself your cup of coffee, or go grab yourself some water, or go grab yourself a glass of wine, a beer, whatever it is that you feel like relaxing with. Just get comfortable and kick your feet up, grab, whatever, carrots if you like to chew on carrots, and just get ready. We're about to begin. I'm going to go ahead and let the team know that we are going live because there's about a 20-second delay. So I want to be sure that everybody knows that I'm on and filming, or whatever you want to call it, recording. I hear sound, so I know someone's on it. All right. Well, let me go ahead on over, get off of Facebook, get over there and forget about it, I get lost. And so what I'm going to do today, I'm going to talk about what shiny ball syndrome is, how it affects us as business people, how it affects our teams or business partners, and what we can do about it. So I'm pretty excited to share this with you. I made a beautiful slideshow, so I hope that you love it. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I'm going to get started. Make sure that looks good from this side. How's it look to you guys? Very cool. All right, let me make sure you're still there. Okay, so this is the cute little introduction banner to it. Welcome to the premiere of Real Talk with your host, me, Coach Tara. I'm a professional blogger, internet marketer, and I'm affectionately known as the Mind Reset Coach. I've been in the industry for quite a long time, dabbled in it really throughout my whole life, between being an Avon girl 100 different times. And then about 2008, I started getting really serious and being, involved heavily in MLM and network marketing. I've been full-time for the past 3 years, maybe a little bit over 3 years. I would say 2011 it was that I went full-time, and I've made every mistake in the book. Let me go ahead and mute. I got to mute Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Okay, Sarah's muted, so now you'll be able to hear. And basically, when I was first introduced to what, shiny ball syndrome is and how to cure it, I was literally, I've never really been much of a company jumper, but it always seemed like I was promoting something new. So I understand what this means to your business, and so let me go ahead and move to the next slide. Okay, who is this hangout for? Well, this hangout is for basically anybody that's an independent business owner, home-based business professional, whether your niche is internet marketing, e-commerce, affiliate marketing, direct sales, whether you're a blogger like I am or a network marketer, this hangout's for you. And what is shiny ball syndrome? Well, it's the process we take, or our market takes, that brings the individual from opportunity to opportunity without maintaining congruency. So what are the effects of company jumping or opportunity hopping? Well, when it's in regards to us personally in our own business, it creates a loss of income, it creates a loss of credibility in the marketplace, and it creates confusion not just for us, but for others that are looking to us as potential business partners. And the most important thing that it creates is unhappiness. It'll make you extremely unhappy to be striving to be, strictly at-home business person. And what does it do to everyone else? What about the other people? What about your new teammates and so forth? It does the same exact thing. It causes them to lose income. It causes them to lose their credibility and basically stop them from being able to actually build a team. And it causes them to be confused, and guess what? Even more unhappiness happens. So what are the causes of shiny ball syndrome? And here's what I really believe are the true causes of why people would go from opportunity to opportunity. Number one is cash flow. Okay, cash is king in your business. That's how you get your auto ships paid for. That's how you pay for your advertising. That's how you pay for your products. Cash flow is a must-have in order to stay in business. And it's also a must-have to keep you floating, to keep you above the board. Another thing is lack of support. Some people, they'll go into a business and they'll either their sponsor disappears or they just don't feel the full-blown support that they should be having in their business. Lack of belief. If they're not making any money and they don't feel any support, they're soon to have lack of belief in their business. And then, of course, without having support, without having belief, and without having cash flow, we tend to lose track of our discipline. We'll tend to say, you know what, heck, it's The Walking Dead's on tonight. Either I can go on The Walking Dead tonight, or I can go to this hangout or to this webinar that I could be bringing prospects to. I'm going to just go ahead and watch The Walking Dead because I haven't made any money anyway, right? And then the last thing that causes shiny ball syndrome is lack of knowledge. When we don't know how to properly market our businesses, all the other things kind of fall into place, and we just fall into this pit of despair. And it causes us to see other things as, like on the other side of the grass is always greener. And what's really truly happening is the grass is really the same color over there. It's just from your perspective, it looks greener. So let's go ahead on to the next slide. Now, who's to blame for shiny ball syndrome? Nobody. You can't blame yourself. You can't blame your company. You can't blame your sponsor. You can't blame your team. There's no one really to blame. However, you can take responsibility because I'm about to show you what the surefire cure is for shiny ball syndrome. The cure. Here we go. I'm trying to. There we go. The cure is what I call, and what is affectionately known throughout the industry as, the front-end funded proposal. The front-end funded proposal solves cash flow problems. It should solve discipline problems, support problems, knowledge problems, belief problems, and did I mention cash flow problems? One of the biggest things a front-end funded proposal solves for your business is this: qualifying your potential business partners. That's a big deal. So what the heck is a front-end funded proposal anyway, and how do you pick one? Well, number one, this is pretty important. Well, all of these are equally important. It just happens to be the order in which I created the slide, but this is a very important thing, and I really hope that make sure if you know you're going to have questions, I have the Q&A app on the G+. I have YouTube open. I'll be able to see your comments. And if you're on the panel, of course, bam, there is the chat right on the side. So be prepared. Go ahead and ask questions. It's totally cool. Number one, it must not, your front-end funded proposal, when you're looking for one, it cannot be a multi-level marketing company in and of itself. How can you tell if it's a multi-level marketing company? Well, a front-end proposal can only pay you for the sales that you generate, that you personally make. There can be no pass-ups and no generational pay. Now, why do I know this? Well, first of all, I've been in a company that was actually positioned as a front-end funded proposal. It was there to basically help network marketers, right? Because that's my passion. So, of course, I was attracted to the opportunity. However, every other person passed up, right? And when we came into some issues, we were actually, the whole entire platform was conducted on Infusionsoft. Infusionsoft does not do business with network marketing companies or MLMs. And when they discovered that there were pass-ups in the commission system, they shut down the entire platform. So you had a group of support people and a group of owners and team members scrambling to find a place to put this, because if they didn't change it to a straight affiliate program, they would have to implement laws, things that are required by law, by FTC laws, to make it a legitimate multi-level marketing company. And what happened was, since they didn't want to go back on the pass-ups because people were too used to the pass-up thing, they decided that they wanted just to go ahead and stick with the MLM platform, and they had to, by law, actually institute a separate payment that us business partners would have to make to be an affiliate of the company, because when a company is an MLM, it has to, by law, offer only customers a way to buy the products. So say, for instance, if I decided, you know what, I really love these products, but I don't want to promote it anymore, I don't like this switch, I don't want to pay the extra $20, $30, $40, whatever it would be, I'm just going to keep it as a product. I could opt out of that and just be a customer, right? And in MLM, there must be two different ways. For instance, in my particular primary, it has many different levels in which you can be involved in, and it's done really smart that way. However, it is a multi-level marketing company, because one of the aspects of our pay plan is called the Pass Up program, where we do have pass ups, and then the other part is generational, where we do actually earn money on death. So it can never be considered just an affiliate program, and if it's used in conjunction with another MLM, if the other MLM ever decides that, hey, you know what, I don't like you using that system anymore, even though it's not really in conflict with our particular product line, because it's another MLM, by law, I can make you choose who you're going to stay with. And what if you really love the one? You know, you never want to be put in that place. So you never want your front-end funded proposal to be in conflict with your primary opportunity, or anyone else's for that matter. You want your front-end funded proposal to be generic, and you want to be able to help as many people in the industry as possible, whether they're internet marketers, whether they're traditional MLMers, whether they're network marketing, whether they're pro bloggers like I am. You want it to be able to be something that can reach the entire spectrum of this industry, because you know what, our industry really needs a lot more people to go pro in their business, right? So that's super important. If you have questions about that, we'll get back to it at the end. Number 2, it must have up-to-date and highly valuable marketing trainings in place. This is to teach yourself and your prospects how to build their list, get leads, and market their primary and brand themselves or yourself in the marketplace. You want that in place, because you cannot and do not have time to teach everybody everything. You won't even learn everything in your life, right? So you want to be sure that the system has everything in place, that you're going to be able to learn about pixel retargeting and Facebook PPC and Instagram and Twitter and, oh God, SEO, and how to properly blog and how to do this, and how you want to have all that stuff there, so that each individual that you bring in is able to really learn all the various different ways to build their business. And that's number 2 right there on the list. Number 3 is it must have professionally done lead magnets, or what I prefer to call great giveaways, created for you by experts in the field. This is to save you time and money while you're still building your credibility. For instance, I have a free, some of you on this may actually have either purchased my YouTube bootcamp, or you got it as a free opt-in on my blog. I sold it on JVZoo when I first created it, and I sold it for $47. And later on, about a year and a half later, I decided, you know, I want to just give this away. You know, I love video, and I've had a lot of success with it, and I want other people to have their hands on just the basics, you know, just the basics that'll help their prospects go from their video to their landing page to their business in a much more faster way. So I made it as a free great giveaway or a lead magnet on my blog. Now, what if you come to my blog and you like what I write and you like what I see, because that's primarily how I promote myself, but you don't give one rat's butt about a stinking YouTube boot camp. You already understand where to put the links, how to do description. You already understand all that stuff. You're not interested in getting on my list for that. But man, you really just want to learn some Instagram. And I don't have one of those kind of trainings created. Right? Why? Because I don't have a cell phone, first of all. Second of all, I don't have the time, the money, or the energy to create an Instagram training right now in my career. That doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to offer you one, and I shouldn't be able to offer you one from somebody that has had a ton of success with it and that has credibility and is using it to bring leads into their business. Well, bam. That's something that you really want already inside. You don't want it just to be one particular way to attract a lead. You want it to be several different ways that you can attract people to your email list so that you can promote your primary business to them. And you've already you've already taught them how to use one marketing strategy because you had that opportunity for them to learn it. So that's super important. Professionally done lead magnets created for you by experts, okay? Number 4, it must have ongoing support, webinars, hangouts, and leadership recognition. What does that mean? Okay, you want webinars going on all the time that are teaching the marketplace in general how to market their businesses the best way they possibly can. You don't want every single hangout that your front-end proposal has as some sort of like opportunity hangout or sales hangout. You don't want that, okay? You want it where people can come and they don't feel like they have to sign up for anything. You want them to be able to come and learn something that they can take away. People come to enough of those, they're going to join. In the meantime, you're on those webinars and you're learning and you're interacting and you're figuring out what's going on in your business and you're learning new little tweaks and things that other people that are making 6, 7 figures in the industry are doing that maybe will give you that one little tweak that you need to have to really get it off the ground for yourself. You want to have that kind of stuff going on. You want to have what's working now going on inside the front end funnel proposal. Because I tell you what, and there's nothing wrong with MLM, don't get me wrong, I'm in one, is that 90% of all MLMs don't have anything new going on for you. Every single call that you get on is just another rah-rah, and nothing really ever gets taught about marketing. They teach you about the products, they teach you about the company, but they don't teach you about how to market it. They just don't. They might tell you, oh, you need to write a list. You need to write a list of 50 to 250 people that you know, and you need to talk to every person that gets within 3 feet of you. And if you don't think you have someone to talk to, then get on Craigslist and pretend that you're looking for employees, or go ahead and start asking, the waitress at the diner whether or not that she'd be interested in looking at your opportunity. Stop it. That doesn't work. Because if it did, every single person that ever joined an MLM would be a millionaire right now. So you know that's true, right? You need to have real live training and support and things that happen right now that are working right now. Another thing that's really important is you need to have some sort of leadership recognition within the front end of proposal. So as people do their thing and work real hard and get going, would it be nice if somebody got a pat on the back even before they looked at your primary? I mean, imagine if they're able to create some sort of momentum and they're able to actually get a bigger list and show people the system and and they start getting recognized. It makes people feel good. That's a good thing. So again, the reasons for these is to save you time and money, and on the latest trainings for you and your teammates, in addition to recognizing the leadership you are developing in yourself and your team. Okay? Huge thing. If you find your teammate is wondering, well, I want to learn about this. I've been on all the calls this week for the company, which is important, but I want to learn about this, and they're not talking about that, and so maybe I'll go see about this, and they go buy a product somewhere, or they go and you want it to be congruent, right? So this is going to help you stay congruent. Number 5, it must have systems in place. It must have systems in place. For instance, your email marketing center, which would be your email service provider. Hopefully, your front-end funnel proposal will allow you to have at least 500 people on a list for free. After that, if you have 500 people on your list and you're marketing your business correctly, you'll be making enough money to be able to go ahead and get yourself a GetResponse account and be able to add more people to your list without having any problems. But you need to get started. So you need to have email marketing system in place. You need to have really well-written copy, sales copy, because you know what? That's probably the most difficult thing to learn how to do really well. So you want that. You want to have some swipe email that you can use in your autoresponders as well. You definitely need to have landing pages. I can't put my foot down enough about this. I swear to God, I'd be a millionaire right now if I was using landing pages throughout the entire time I was in network marketing. Why? Because landing pages, number 1, they give you permission to follow up about your opportunity. If you don't have permission to follow up about your opportunity, you're spamming people. You know how difficult it is to turn around and tell someone that's trying to talk to you about a business that, hey, I'm not interested. Sure enough, the next time that they message you, they're going to talk about it again. You end up having to either unfollow or delete them or take them out of your inbox or whatever. You're actually, by law, according to CAN-SPAM law, you have to have the ability to click an unsubscribe button in your autoresponder. When somebody receives an email, they need to be able to unsubscribe from you without jumping through hoops. So, you must have landing pages. It's a fact. 90% of all buyers don't make a buying decision the first time they show up at a sales page or the first time they're exposed to a product. It takes them 7 to 10 times to even come to a place where they're prepared to make a buying decision. So if you're not capturing their email and building a relationship and providing massive amounts of value via your email, and all you're doing is sending them pitches, and that's all that's happening, you're killing yourself, you're killing your business, you're killing your credibility. And if you're not using landing pages and you're not even going that far, you're not even being a professional. Okay, it's super important that you do that, because what if they're not into what you're into now? And what if, like me last year, when the business totally went undone, came apart underneath my feet? What if that happens to you and you've got somebody on your list and you find something new? You find something that you can get behind and already has gone through all the crap that the company that went away went through, and that they've learned and they're pros, and everything's going to be all right, and it's in congruency with what your passions are and your desires are in your business. And you send out an email and you let everyone know, listen, I know you're here and I know you weren't really interested in Company B, but I want to let you know that I've partnered with Company A. Take a look. If you still want to stay on my list and continue to learn from me, great. If you don't, take a look, unsubscribe, whatever. But at least at that point, you have the ability to say something to someone and have permission to say it. Okay? You also need to have within your front-end funding proposal follow-up management. You need to be able to prioritize your follow-ups with the prospects that come in through your funnel. I know that's a really crazy word. You might know what it means. You might not. If it's something you don't understand, boom, write that down and we'll talk about it at the end. But you need to be able to follow up with people and know who you're following up with and kind of be able to figure out who's kind of hot, who's not, and it's okay, and how you're going to approach your follow-ups with them. Super important that you have that laid out for you, because you want to become methodical about how you process your prospects. Okay, so the next one is number 6. It must have high commission payouts, and they must be residual, along with the ability to make some high-ticket one-time money, because you want one-time offers to be shown to your people, and you want them to have the opportunity to go ahead and purchase those one-time offers, and you want to be able to make a commission on that. Okay? Anywhere, high tickets, anything from $250 to $3,000. I don't know exactly what, how, when, it doesn't matter, but you want to have that opportunity to make one-time money on high-value items, okay? Now, residual, you might not even know what that word means, but what that means is basically you do something once and you get paid for it again and again and again. A really great example of that is if you were in, my friend, she did a McDonald's commercial back when she was about 15 years old. She's 43 now. She probably still receives checks every month, royalty checks. I think the commercial still runs in some countries, in some marketplaces. So she made the commercial once. She got paid for it for 20 years. Okay, so that's a big deal when you understand that, because if you are in network marketing, you need to have, you know that you're making residual income based off your team, right? So you want to make sure that you are making residual income off your front-end funded proposal before anyone joins your team, so that you're making money before anyone joins your team, so that you have cash flow in your business. And in turn, you actually help the person that's interested in joining a business with you, or maybe they're not yet, We'll talk about that in a minute. You're teaching them how to make money before they join your business, so that when they are in your business or in the one that they decide to be in, they know that you have helped them make money before anyone joins them. Okay? Super powerful, guys. Cash flow is king when growing your online, offline, and e-commerce businesses. So, trying to scroll right. If you and your team are confident in your marketing skills and are using a front-end system to qualify your prospects, train your team, and generate cash flow in their business, you will not jump from opportunity to opportunity, and you will create a whole new level of retention in a growing team of qualified business partners. Now, why do I keep saying qualified? Well, because I was running into this problem with my primary company. I was turning people away way more often than I was letting them come through the whole thing and purchase the position and start their business with me because they didn't know how to market. I would ask a couple of qualifying questions like, so, you know, do you have a GetResponse account? Do you have a landing page creator? Do you have this? Do you have that? Do you know how to market on Instagram? Do you know how to, you know, let me see your YouTube channel, what's going on, you know, what are you working with? And they didn't have anything going on. There was straight up nothing. You know, those are the people that are going to come into your business and they're going to blast a link all day long on their social media, one after another, one after another, one after another, one after another, and they are going to destroy the credibility of the industry. I will not bring anybody into my home-based business ever again that doesn't have the front-end funded proposal in front of them. So this is how I personally train my team, qualify my prospects, because if somebody comes into my front-end funded proposal and they don't like the work and they don't want to learn and they just rather just, they don't want to know anything about marketing, they don't want to know how to blog or to keep up with emails or how to do all the things that are required inside of this business. All they want to do is sell that shake. All they want to do is whatever, you know. They don't want to be concerned with being professionals. They just want to do, you know, do it the wrong way. I don't want to be the person responsible for bringing them into it. And that's a super powerful thing. You know, this entire industry has a bad name, not because of anything, one in particular thing in another. The thing that can change, though, about this industry and really bring it to the next level, where Google doesn't say, sorry, you can't promote that and pay for ads because it's a multi-level marketing company, or Facebook tells you the same thing when you're trying to run an ad because you want to talk about your opportunity, because they call it a get-rich-quick scheme. The only people that ever called it a get-rich-quick scheme are the people that never decided to go pro in their business and never understood the blood, the sweat, and the tears that go into building a really powerful, residual, forever professional income with network marketing. So the least amount of times that we are the person that brings in the person that does that, the better the entire industry will get. There really has to be more than just a money barrier to it, you know. There has to be more than just a money barrier. You've got to be able to qualify people, and this front-end funded proposal will actually help you do that. And if they aren't qualified when they first start, they'll be qualified when they make the decision. And when it's time for them to make the decision to join you, maybe they're in another business right now and they don't know what's going on. They realize all of a sudden, you know, I really want to work with Joe. I really want to work with Krista. I really want to work. I want to go beyond this with them. I want to deepen our professional relationship. I'm out of that company. I'm joining with you. You know what you got? You got pro quality caliber people that are already making money with you. People will spend more money with you if they're making more money with you. Now they can afford to join you, right? That's a big deal. Golly, it just takes my breath away thinking about the power of it and how I wish I had always used a front-end funded proposal. I wish I had always used a front-end funded proposal. So let me get to the last slide. I'm going to open up my face. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Okay, so right here, this is the pitch. This is the call to action. To learn more about the front-end funded proposal I use to generate cash flow, educate myself and my prospects and my team, to build my list and brand myself as a leader that we are. Learn about the 5K Freedom Project and the Victory Tribe, which is literally the fastest growing team in the company. Click here now. I will be sending out these slides via email to you all so you can look at it in case you have any more questions. When you look at the slides, bam, you'll be able to click there and check it. I'm going to come back to here. Let me stop. Hi. A lot talking. For I'm sure there's a question or two. I'm over on YouTube. I don't see any questions. There's a 20-second delay, so if there is a question, put it right there in the comments. I should be able to see it, and let me see if I can see Q&A. Where do I go for Q&A? I go right back here for Q&A. I don't see any questions yet. Hey, there's Sean Perryman. Okay. When sending emails to you, hi Sean, what's up, girl? When sending emails to your list, if you include a link, let's say you're offering a free gift, should it go to another capture page or should you send it raw to them? And that does make sense. It really depends. I learned from when it came to this, I learned from Ryan Deiss. If you've ever got on his list, you know. Every single time he sends a link for something, he makes you recommit. And I believe he's right. Make people recommit. And this way you can separate them if you want to. Segmenting is it's complicated. It's not super necessary, but you can segment. You can create a whole new campaign. They can get on the whole new campaign where they get 4 to 5 emails talking about the offer, and there's a method to that. Then boom, they can be on that list. Most email service providers will not double send emails. Like, for instance, my email list, like I have about 10 different campaigns. When I send a broadcast to everyone, they don't get it each time on the different lists that they're on. You know what I'm saying? They get it once. Does that make sense? So it's really a personal preference. If it's a tight-knit list, so say, for instance, the list for this Hangout, there's only a few people on it. I'm not going to make you re-opt in every single time. I'm going to send you exactly what I intend to send you without making you opt in. Now, if you got yourself off the list, say you unsubscribed by accident or whatever, and you wanted to get this PDF, maybe I'll have it on my blog. The slides I just used, maybe I'll have it on my blog as a free giveaway. You might have to opt in again for that over there, unless you email and say, hey, can you give me that? You know what I'm saying? So that's really that's a preference thing there. Sweet, Juanita. I'm gonna try and figure out a way, Juanita, that I can give you those slides so that you could put your face in there and your link at the bottom. So maybe, you know what I mean, you could send it out to people or something. I mean, I made it. Why make people make it twice? I think it'd be super cool, right? I think it made sense. Does it make sense to you guys what the front end proposal does as you're coming into a business, and the reason why, the one that Juanita and I both use, it's freaking out of this world. I mean, if you look at any of the big leaders in almost any mainstream MLM network marketing company, they've all come through this company. If they're not still in it, they're still using it. They're still using everything they learned from it. Literally everyone in my primary company that's on the leaderboards came through this funnel. That's why they are on the leaderboards. There's a reason for it. It's pretty cool. Any other questions, guys? I don't know if my mom's... what was it? I thought that maybe we might have questions about what MLM is in comparison to affiliate marketing. Because like a front-end funnel proposal, you need it to be in affiliate marketing. Because if it conflicts with your MLM... Cool. If it conflicts with your MLM, this happened to, I don't know, anybody here of Toby and Layla? They're a big power couple in a power network. Well, they used to be in a shake company with me. That's how I met them. Okay? And they were using both their own power network, right? Their blogging system, which is powerful. It's, you know, to help them build their shake company. They did a really great job. I can't even remember the rank that they hit in the shake company, but they went as far as they could go. They were in there with Cedric Harris, and they met Cedric Harris in this front-end funded proposal I'm talking about. So, boom, all of a sudden the shake company says, wait a second. Because that Empower Network is an MLM. It is. Because you have pass-ups, it's an MLM. I want you to choose. They told these two people that were bringing in so much money and had so many people under them that were really making an impact in the company that they had to choose between Empower Network, which at the time was paying 100% commission, or stay in the shake company where they were making $1 a person. It was pretty simple. They loved that freaking shake company. They loved that freaking shake company, and they had to make a choice. That's not cool. So you can't use an MLM to do that. Now, what the heck? What the heck is that? Now, if they were using MLSP while they were building their shake company, there's nothing in the world the shake company could say. They could terminate them if they felt like it. Because guess what? Your MLM can do that to you. But they couldn't, by law, say you're actually running two MLMs. They can't. Because there is no pass-ups, there is no generational wealth. If you don't sell it, you don't make the money. That's that. And whatever level, there's 2 levels, whatever level you buy into gives you, like, mastery level is really the only way to go because you can make way cool money. You know, $100 a person, you know what I'm saying, and there's big one-time offers and stuff like that. There's nothing that my MLM can say to me about it. Nothing at all. They can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? So you got to question some MLMs whether or not if they would stop you. You got to question whether or not you'd ever want to be with them anyway. Because why would an MLM want you not to market your business professionally? Some of them actually just want you to build their list and give you their you know, everyone. But I know I have it in my bookmarks, the FTC documents on what quantifies an MLM marketing system. So there is a law on it. I'm not just making that up. You remember, Sean, when we were in One Up Marketing, and Cedric got us all on the phone and started talking about, we're an MLM, because we were having pass-ups. And that's when the price changes all started happening. I remember that. That's what that was about. You know, that's the truth. But we've got a really great thing going on. If there's any more questions, I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, I say, wow, that was a fast hangout. That's good. All right, Sean. Awesome. I'll see you offline. I'm glad that I didn't see your name on the list until really late, so I had to send it all out to you. I'm glad you were able to make it. And so that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to close it up. And I'm on Facebook, so you can shoot me over there, come over there and ask me whatever questions you want. And Juanita, I'm going to try to figure out how I can give you this PDF where you can edit this PDF so that it's your face and your link at the bottom, and you can put it on your blog for a lead magnet maybe. Or if somebody has a question, you could say, hey, this is why I do this. And, you know, I think it made sense. So I think that's pretty cool. You guys rock. Awesome, awesome. All right, well, I want to thank you all so much, and I want to thank Sarah for coming on the panel. Sean, if you ever want to be on the panel with us, join the Home-Based Business Pro group if you want. You'll message me, we'll message each other, and I'll get you in there. I put the panel link right in that group so anyone can jump on. All right? I love you all, and can't wait to see you next week, every Saturday at 7. You guys have a beautiful day. Peace.